My name is Maya. This is the most painful story I have ever lived through. It is about my best friend, Aisha. Aisha was more than a friend to me. She was like my own sister. We grew up together in the same small town. We did everything together, going to school, playing games, dreaming about our future. Aisha always smiled. She was smart, funny, and so full of life. But everything changed in just a few months, and it all started with one big mistake, the beginning. It was the start of our final year of school. We were excited about our future. We promised each other we would finish school, get good jobs, and live our dreams. But then Aisha met a boy. His name was Ken. Ken was new in town. He was older than us. He had a motorcycle. He wore cool clothes. Everyone said he was handsome. At first, Aisha didn't want to talk to him, but Ken kept chasing her. He gave her gifts, chocolate, flowers, letters. He told her she was beautiful. He said he loved her. I told Aisha to be careful. I told her not to trust him, but Aisha didn't listen. She said, "Maya, Ken loves me. He will never hurt me." I wanted to believe her. I wanted her to be happy, but deep inside my heart, something felt wrong. The big mistake. One rainy evening after school, Aisha went with Ken. They didn't tell anyone where they were going. She came home late that night. Her clothes were wet. Her eyes were red. She looked scared. I asked her, "Aisha, what happened?" She just hugged me and cried. She didn't say anything that night. Weeks passed. Aisha became quiet. She didn't laugh anymore. She stopped coming to school sometimes. She got sick often. One day, I saw her sitting behind the school, holding her stomach and crying. I ran to her. "Aisha, please tell me what's wrong," I begged. And then she whispered, with tears running down her face, "Maya, I think I am pregnant." I froze. "No, it can't be," I said. But it was true. Aisha was pregnant. She was only 17 years old. The fear, we were so scared. We didn't know what to do. We couldn't tell the teachers. We couldn't tell Aisha's parents. Aisha's parents were very strict. They believed in honor and reputation. If they found out, they would be furious. Aisha cried every night. She didn't eat. She didn't sleep. Ken disappeared. He stopped answering her calls. He blocked her on everything. He left her alone to suffer. Aisha was broken. I tried to comfort her, but I didn't know how. The secret breaks one morning. Aisha's mother saw her throwing up. She noticed that Aisha's clothes were getting tighter. She started asking questions. At first, Aisha lied. She said she was just sick, but her mother didn't believe her. One night, her father forced her to sit down. "Tell us the truth," he shouted. His voice shook the house. Trembling, Aisha told them everything. Her mother screamed. Her father's face turned red with anger. He said words that cut deeper than any knife. "You are no longer our daughter." Her mother cried and covered her face. Her father grabbed her school bag and threw it outside. "Leave this house. You have brought shame to us." Aisha fell to her knees, begging, "Please, Papa, please, Mama, I'm sorry. I'm scared. I don't know what to do." But they didn't listen. That night, they locked the door. They didn't let her back in. Aisha slept outside in the cold, with no jacket, no blanket. Alone in the dark, I found her the next morning, sitting by the road, hugging her knees, shivering. I ran to her and hugged her tight. "Aisha, come with me," I said. I took her to my house, but my parents said she couldn't stay long. They were scared of the gossip. People in small towns talk fast. Aisha and I sat under a tree. She said, "Maya, where will I go? What will I do? I am scared." I had no answer. We both cried. The sun set. The world felt dark, a ray of hope. As we sat there, a woman walked by. Her name was Mrs. Linda. Mrs. Linda was kind. She saw us crying and asked, "What's wrong, girls?" At first, we were scared to tell her, but something about her felt safe. Aisha told her everything. Mrs. Linda listened carefully. She didn't shout. She didn't judge. She said, "You are not bad. You made a mistake, but you are still a human being, and you deserve help." Mrs. Linda took Aisha to her small home. It wasn't fancy, but it was warm and safe. Mrs. Linda fed her. She gave her clean clothes. She let her sleep in a small room. For the first time in weeks, Aisha smiled a little. The hard days. Living with Mrs. Linda wasn't easy. Aisha had to work. She cleaned the house. She cooked. She helped in Mrs. Linda's little garden. Her body was weak. She was tired all the time. Some nights, Aisha cried in her sleep. She dreamed about her parents. She missed them so much, but they never came to find her. The people in town whispered. They pointed fingers. Some even called her bad names. But Mrs. Linda stood by her side. She said, "Let them talk. You must stay strong." The scariest night, one night, Aisha woke up in terrible pain. She screamed so loud, it woke up everyone. I was there too, staying over. Blood was everywhere. We didn't know what to do. Mrs. Linda called an old nurse who lived nearby. The nurse came running, carrying a small bag. Aisha was crying and shaking. She screamed, "I'm so scared, Maya. Am I going to die?" I held her hand tight. I said, "You are strong, Aisha. You will be okay. Please stay with me." The nurse worked fast. After hours of pain and crying, Aisha gave birth. It was a tiny baby boy, but the baby didn't cry. The room went silent. The nurse shook her head slowly. The baby was gone. Aisha screamed a scream that I can never forget. It was the sound of a heart breaking into a million pieces. She fainted, healing. The days after were the hardest. Aisha lay in bed for weeks. She didn't talk, she didn't eat much. Her eyes looked empty. I stayed by her side. Mrs. Linda prayed for her every day. One day, a man came to visit. He was Pastor John. He sat beside Aisha and said gently, "You are still loved. God has not abandoned you. Your life is not over." At first, Aisha didn't believe him, but little by little, his words planted seeds of hope, a new beginning. Months later, Aisha started getting better. She decided to go back to school, not our old school, but a new one in a new town. Mrs. Linda helped her get a scholarship. She studied hard. She made new friends. She still missed her parents. Sometimes she cried at night, but she didn't let the past destroy her. She became stronger. The reunion. 1 year later, something amazing happened. One Sunday after church, Aisha's mother came. She had tears in her eyes. She hugged Aisha tight and said, "I am sorry, my daughter. I was wrong. I let anger destroy our family." Her father came too. He said,